Hi everybody, welcome to a new tutorial from Sound for More. It's Leo speaking. Today I have the pleasure to introduce you to the new version of Drambo, Drambo version 2. Fantastic news, you have lots of functionality which have been added like clip launcher, song arranger, piano roll, automation. The number of voices have increased to 16, lots to go through. And as I've done before with Drambo, I will continue to create tutorials. Before I continue, I'd like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. So in this first video, let's go through the UI because it's good to get accustomed to where things are because there have been some changes. So let's start from the top to left, and I will also show you how to create some clips as well. So you have the menu here. You can create, open, save, new projects. Here you have access to the files, which is very good because this is where you access, for example, the samples where your recording goes, but you can have access to presets, you can import, etc., export, do all the usual stuff, create folders. This is access to your settings, of course. From Drambo, you can export audio, which is nice. You can give a name, export to the song, or export to the current pattern. You have access to the help. You can connect Bluetooth devices, you can do WebDAV for file transfer, and you have access to the shop as well. Here you have access to the MIDI mapping functionality. Well, I will show you that in another tutorial. If you click here, you have recording access. You can see it says recording here. You click play and then you record, and then your file will be recorded into your samples folder, and it will give you a message for that. You click on 120, yeah, this is where you have 120 bits per minute. As access, you can have access to the metronome, swing settings, you can enable the Ableton link, and other settings like quantization, overlapping, automation recording, etc., etc. Moving on, here you have access to a context help. So you enable on the question mark, and you see it becomes red, and then you press on a control. Yes, you activated the control, but you will see that it will give you this information which helps you to remind you what the control does. Click on it again to disable it, and then click on the question mark to, of course, exit that context help. Here you have the access to overlay view, where you can see all the audio units as a floating window. So let me show you. Let's click on the plus sign. Let's click the one audio unit. Let's add another one. Let's select, for example, Animog Z. You can see it's already a floating window, which is fine, no problem. Let's open something else, like BS16i, like so. And you can see that it's gone red there. Let's reopen Animog Z. Click on it. They all disappear. Click on it again. Fantastic. You have them all back at the same time, which is really nice. And of course, this is the usual rack view from Drambo. Click and drag down to remove, and you go back to the default. Here you have the multi-track step sequencer view, and here you have just the multi-track view. Click and hold. And down here on the top right, you have a level meter for your CPU. Okay, you have your diodes for your master, your output A and B, as it was for Drambo before, your MIDI connection, your sound connection, so as it was before with Drambo. So first of all, you can see here, if you scroll down, the number of voices have gone to 16, which is really nice. Here you have access to your tracks, your main, different tracks, including your master as well. Let's stick to number 1. Okay, then here you have a new part of Drambo. This is your clip section where you can launch clip, you can do song arrangement, etc., etc. So for each track, you can say I create a clip, and you create it here. And then you have a series of clip here, like a scene. If you like, you can create a new one, and you can copy the current ones. You have an option here to play them in loops, to synchronize the launch. You have access to additional settings for the clip, including editing the clips. And then you can go up and down. I will show you that between different clips. Okay, so let's minimize that. Down here you have your step sequencer, and you can have access for the specific clip, to the piano roll, like so, to a view where you can set velocity, gate, offset, probability, etc., etc., which for different parameters, which you will drive selecting them directly from the rack. Then here you have your toggle for selection of notes. Let me show you. So let's say that we added that and kick, and we create some notes. like so. Let's click play to listen. And you can see straight away here the view that clip with some notes. And if you expand also the clip launcher, you see that clip recorded there. If I click or toggle the selector, now you can select the notes as well. You can see also a context menu here where you have different action. You can go up and down, move left to right, clear, P-lock, etc., which is really nice. And that is one of the additional features in terms of workflow improvement. So you can go to one clip, you can click and move up, you have a context menu, really nice. And I will show you all of that in coming tutorials because there are a lot of swipe gesture which help increasing the workflow. So what I mean by increasing the workflow, in make it faster as a workflow, which is essential, particularly as Drambo now is becoming a DAW. It is almost like a full DAW. So here you have access to your morph from scene A and B, as it was before. Here you can select to play in loop one specific area. So let me show you. Let's click and hold on this area, swipe to the outside. You can see you can increase the number of bars. Let's say we have 2 bars. Now let's select 1 and we have loop in here and let's click play. So it will loop only the selected area, which is nice. Here you click on it, you can decide to add bars, to change the speed, very nice. You can record, play, you can decide to mute, very simple, click and then click on the track to mute, really nice. But there are additional options which I will show you as well in a coming tutorial. You can undo, of course, you can change the size as well, up and down. Here you have your view in pads with the keys. If you press here, of course, you can change it to keyboard. If you click here, you can change to the tracks. And if you click here, you can change to the patterns and you can increase the number of patterns as well. So here you have your different clip and then you can have different patterns. You can go up and down like so. The keyboard range, you have a context menu here as well, where you can change the layout, the scale, etc., etc. And here the plus sign to select more than one note at the same time. So let's have a little bit more fun. Let's go to track number 2 and then let's add, why not, the FM operator. Let's change a little bit the setting like so. And then let's record something. Let's go lower. Perfect. So let's say we create something like that very quickly. Like so. Let's click play now. Okay, here you have 2 bars for this one. So let's decrease this one. So let's say that we want -1. Go back to that. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's open here the clip launcher. Okay, you can see you have 2 of those. Let's copy that, for example. Let's go to this one and let's swipe up and let's clear that. And we have now created 2 patterns with different clips. Okay, remember you can click and hold and you can copy things like that. And you have access to your context menu to different things. Let's say that I want to sync the launch in sync. And now I can click play and it will go in a loop and then I can select different patterns. Or if I don't want in loop, let's just select the first one and let's click play. So as you can see, now you have different patterns which are played one after the other, which it gives you now the possibility to create your own song, different patterns, different clips, and then for each of the different clips you have a multitude of racks that you can create to have additional functionality. And I just scratched the surface of what has been added. So it's fantastic news. I'm going to stop here as an introduction. I hope you all agree with me. Fantastic job from the developer is what we have all been waiting for. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you at the next tutorial. Bye.